Hi. Understanding the power markets has become more and more important as it's become more and more complex. And with that in mind, I wanted to highlight to you some of the work that I've been doing on terms of dispatch down with an application called Convexity. So in Renew, I was always looking to add a new kind of modeling capability to the service we provide to customers. And in that regard, we actually are working with a really innovative exciting company called Bayesian Energy, who are actually providing a tool called Convexity that helps us to manage that market modelling as well. And what we wanted to do was just highlight some of the work that we've done in terms of Ireland, in terms of dispatch down, and show you the first results that we've had in that regard. So in terms of market modelling, I've done a lot of it over the past 20 years. The first part of it was really around Whitegate and CCGT and how that was going to be dispatched in the market and its profitability. I also done work in terms of capacity planning and capacity forecasts, and that was all part of the market modelling. And then with Brookfield, it was really much more about the fundamentals of the market, how renewables would work, the wind discounting risk, and the dispatch of renewables as well. But in this case, what we wanted to do with the convexity tool is really focus on dispatch down. So dispatch down is a growing issue in the Irish electricity market. It's a risk to generators and it's a cost to consumers. So what we did was we looked to replicate the year 2024. We fed in all the market information about the availability of wind and solar, put in some of the issues that would reduce dispatch down, oversupply constraints and curtailment, and then we ran through the market to see how the model would work relative to what was actually happened in 2024. And in this slide here, you'd see something that we highlighted a lot, what dispatch down was, dispatch down by assets, and the asset location. So you can see Northern Ireland wind there sees significant levels of dispatch down. So the initial results are shown here. On the left hand side, you can see the wind, what the model forecast the dispatch of wind for, and what the actual dispatch. So you can see the shape's pretty good, but there's still some divergence. On the right hand side, you can see what happened for solar. Solar was a new asset class really for bigger wind solar or solar projects in 2024. So you can see, again, the shape is right, but some discrepancies. We based this on a simplified model. We simplified the areas that EirGrid provide in ECP. And what I want to show you now is how that model actually looks and how we use it with the convexity application. So I just wanted to show you what the convexity application looks like and how we use this to model dispatch down. So this is our model here that we just want to load into the space. So you can see it's very quick here. You can see each of these blue dots here is a kind of a representation of the nodes and are the areas that EirGrid publishes as part of their ECP report. And then all the green dots are wind farms, the yellow are solar, and the orange ones are thermal units there as well. So on the left hand side over here, you can see we've kind of a range of scenarios. So we've our base network. We have want to see what the impact of no NSP is, no stability, and unlimited transmission, what the impact of, say, another interconnected France would be, or a battery. But one of the ones that I just want to highlight to you there is we added in a new data center into Area I, which is down here in the Cork region. And we just wanted to highlight some of that output from that as well. So you can actually go down in and zoom in on that area. And you can actually see here, this is Area I, and this is our new 200 megawatt data center as well. One of the new features that's part of the application is this AI tool. So you can actually type in a query here. So I want to see, can you compare the base network with the data center network? And it'll actually kind of spit out the response to you there about what the difference of those things are. So well, that's just thinking away. I just going to flag some of the other outputs that you can get here. You can do kind of various analytics here as well. So you can see the dispatch of, say, the base network here, and also the curtailment by carrier here as well. So you can start to see those areas when we see dispatch down and what the impact of that as well. Now, just on the right hand side here, we can see the AI tool coming back with some of the output. And what we can see here is the base network with the data center network. And we can see this is wind generation and solar generation, and the increase of wind is 0.89%, and the increase of solar is 4.7%. So that's reduced constraints and curtailment for that as well. Then it also gives you just some critical findings saying a 200 megawatt data center adds 1.7 terawatt hours of annual demand, but it only enables 180 or 140 gigawatt hours of additional renewables. And that's kind of saying basically that this new demand will reduce constraints and curtailment by a bit, but the majority of it will be actually met by gas generation in that network as well. So there's some of the kind of outputs that we're kind of assessing in the market as well. And again, just seeing that model as well. So this is based on the simplified model. We also have a much more granular model that we're developing as well. We haven't finalized results of this, but you can see here that each of these light blue nodes now represents a node in the grid as well. So you can see it's much more detailed, and we're going to be much more specific in terms of the impact of dispatch down. And we're really excited about those outputs, but we'd love to get your feedback as to some of the problems that you see on the network and how you think this modeling could be used to solve some of those problems.